Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now, you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV, right? Time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. Time and energy are the highest forms of currency. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, chasing that cheese, getting that guap. You feel what I'm saying? But always keep it in front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy is the highest forms of currency, my G. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, listen, man. We building this channel organically. We only going up, constant elevation at all times. But we going to get right into this. Now, you see the title. I'm sure you see the thumbnail. You feel what I'm saying? It's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. No man is safe from. You know what I mean? Salute the Mob Deep. Salute the Prodigy. And hey, man, I've been getting a lot of questions. I've been getting a lot of DMs. Big G and BTV, the Oracle. Don't you forget the TV, and you better always remember the Oracle. What is your thoughts on what's happening out there in Palestine and in Israel? And what's your thoughts on everything that's taking place over there overseas? And what's your perspective on this whole war situation? Now, listen, man, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know, I got the sniffles a little bit, but I'm going to give you a grown man perspective, and I'm not going to stay long, but I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'm going to tell you what I think about this. And one thing for sure, two things for certain. You understand me? I feel like America just needs to learn to mind its business. Mind your business. What's happening over there between them people, you know, what's happening over there, you know, on that land has nothing to do with us. And you always gotta be wary. You always gotta keep your eyes open. You always gotta see the red flags on the field when America feels like it wants to jump in the middle of a war. When people have conflict on their own land and people start losing their life and America wants to act like they so concerned about what's happening. America wants to get involved for some reason. Caucasian people, they always want to get involved in everything that has something to do with other people, but they never seem to know how to fix their own house. They never seem to know how to clean up their own yard. This not gonna, you know, I've been watching a lot of YouTubers, salute. And I've been watching a lot of content creators over the past few days talk about and go in depth about the Israel and the Palestine and why they're fighting and you know, they wanted this land and they wanted that land and it is what it is and it'll be what it's gonna be. So you gotta understand, I'm not gonna come from that perspective. It doesn't really matter to me what they fighting about. It doesn't really matter to me what the conflict, you know, started over. What's the origin of it? It doesn't really matter to me. It's none of my business. It's none of my business. But where does my business get involved? What makes me have to speak on the situation is when you see Caucasian people acting like they really care. When you see the government getting involved and trying to intervene on something and putting it all over CNN and putting it all over social media, asking for donations, trying to get the hearts of the American people, you know, pulling at the heartstrings, trying to get us involved. That's where I come in at. That's where the real comes in at. Why is this? Now, again, you got to understand something. You turn the news on, you turn social media on, and you see a war going on outside that no man is safe from over there on that land, over there on that soil. But we have not seen one video, one CNN camera over there in the Ukraine showing us where that $200 billion is at. You got to see, but listen, man, look past the smoke and mirrors. You understand me? Open your third eye. You know what I mean? Be aware. You know what I mean? Don't just go for the propaganda. Ask questions. You got to have your own thought process. Why is it that we don't see one camera over there in the Ukraine showing us the buildings and whatever we donated to the Ukraine to rebuild it? But now we got all these cameras over there watching Israel and the Palestine or whatever doing what they do. It's a lot going on out here right now. It's a lot going on in America. It's a lot going on in these foreign countries. And one thing for sure, two things for certain. Whatever they doing over there, that's their business. I don't look down on them for why. Listen, they felt the need to attack. They felt the need to go in and get war. Take it to war. I got, you know, to be honest with you, I got to salute them. Whatever they feel like they cause is, whatever they feel happened that they should go to war, they are doing that. If black men on American soil would have that same mindset, then maybe it'd be going up right now in America. You know, something gotta give, my G. Something gotta give. I mean, you really got to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors. When the government get involved and they start pushing the propaganda all over CNN and Fox News, when Caucasians get involved and they want to act like they care, one thing for sure, two things for certain, white people don't care, homie. They only care when there's something to gain out the situation, when there is when they benefit out the situation, when there's something to take. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, again, I got a lot of people asking me, what you think about this, Big GMB TV? What's your perspective on this? And I feel like it's something about to happen. It's a money grab. There's something that they not showing y'all. It's something over there that the government want to get their hands on, that Caucasians see. And a lot of y'all can't see past Sexy Red. Y'all can't see past Drake. Y'all can't see past LeBron James. You understand me? The circus they put in front of you every day. These sports, you know, football and you know, the Coliseum, the tricks. The higher-ups and the elites been playing chess at the highest level for a long time. Salute, salute. Luxury Head, what it do? You feel me? Again, man, I'm moving back and forth, so my nose a little stomped out. I wasn't even gonna go live, but I felt like I had to say, you know, a few words to the people. I had to give my perspective on this. Listen, man, you know, I'm gonna come at this from multiple different angles. You know, and again, this first angle is the simple question: why are they so, you know, involved in this situation? Why is the American government so invested? They're highly invested. And anytime they show interest in something, oh yeah, you got to look past the smoke and mirrors. You got to pull the curtain to the side and you got to look back there, because it's no reason for them to care so much. And then what they do is they pull at the heartstrings of the American people. You understand me? You know, hey, man, the casualty has reached 1,300 people have lost their lives. Well, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. That's what come with war. Death. That's what come with war. People getting deleted. That's what come with war. So I'm not surprised. I don't feel no type of way about what I see. People losing their life. That happen every day in America. Every day. But let me go from a whole nother perspective. Let me take you to a whole nother angle. The money grab. You ever thought to yourself, why is it always a war happening? Why is it always conflict? I mean, can the world be in a place of peace for just 1 year straight, 2 years straight? Why is it always something happening? If it ain't the jab, then you got the virus. If it ain't the virus, then you got the Ukraine. If it ain't the Ukraine, then you got Israel and you got Palestine and you got all of this war going on. Why is that? I'm here to tell you, my G, because it's a money grab. War mongering. You understand me? And you know, on a deeper level, you got to ask yourself, why is it every time it's a war going on, they show it to us? Why every time it's a war going on, they bring it to the American people? They bring it to our doorstep. They put it on our TV. You know why? Because the government is going to fund these people after they go to war. Just like the Ukraine. After you go to war, the American people are going to have to work 10 times harder to pay tax dollars to fund and rebuild Israel or Palestine or the Ukraine or whoever else decides to go to war. See, I asked y'all this before, and I brought this question up before. Like, do you feel like you're free in America? Do you feel like this is the land of the free or the land of the worker bee? Woo. Is America the land of the free or is it the land of the worker bee? And I'm starting to feel like we the worker bees of the world. When it come to this globe we live on, when it come to the planet Earth, we are the worker bees. The American people are the only people that have been tricked out of position. The American people are the only people that get to see this war. And every time somebody else in the world goes to war, we got to work 10 times harder because we got to help rebuild their cities. We got to help rebuild their houses. And again, nobody's going to say this to y'all. Nobody's going to give y'all the real. But I told you, I've carved out a lane for the real. I've carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. It's a reason why we get taxed on everything. It's a reason why every time a war takes place, they bring it to our doorstep because we're going to pay for it. The American people are the only people that get brainwashed into working extra hard. You need to work extra hard. You need to be a good worker bee because we're going to take half of your honey and we're going to give it to the rest of the world. We have convinced you. They have convinced the American people to feel sorry for these random wars, to feel sorry for these random people, and to work 10 times harder so that our tax-paying dollars can fund their agenda, so our tax-paying dollars can rebuild their cities. But when America's in crisis, when America is in crisis, when the food and everything has been inflated, when everybody's trying to figure out what's going on, you don't see these other countries, you don't see these other people working hard and sending us their tax-paying money. You don't see nobody going to work, sending us money to help fund America, to make sure America is standing strong, to make sure American people are good. Nobody worries about American people. But we supposed to care about what's going on in Israel. Well, you heard it here first on Grown Man Business TV. I don't care about what's going on over there. We need to do like Trump said and put America first. Put Americans first. So whatever y'all got going on over there, 1,300 deleted and over 30. Listen, we don't care about none of that. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But you got to be able to see the red flags on the field. You got to be able to see through the smoke and mirrors. America and Americans are slaves. Yeah, I said it. We are slaves to the world. We are slaves, homie. And see, one thing for sure, two things for certain. Everybody's in the same pot when it come to this. So you got these dudes that want to get their podcast going. You got the NFL players. You got all of these people making a certain amount of money. But everybody contributes when it comes to the Ukraine. Everybody pays taxes, homie. So you're going to have to go to work extra hard because everything is inflated. And when they inflate everything, they take that extra money and they send it to the Ukraine. They send it to Israel. Bro, I don't care about what's going on over there right now. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. They wanted war. This is what comes with war. Don't look at the American people that now have to double back and help y'all out. Listen, and again, I'm going to take it from one more angle. But I want to stay right here for right now. Slavery, homie. New age slavery. The American people, again, are the only people that been tricked out of position, tricked out of their wallet, tricked out of their money. We done sent $100 billion, trillion dollars to the Ukraine, and we ain't seen one building be built up. We ain't got one reporter out there saying this is what the American dollars are funding over here in the Ukraine. But now we got a whole nother war. And Biden, he has to speak on it. We have to be involved with it. We have to intervene. But after we intervene, I guarantee you, We're going to send them a gang of money, and the American people are going to have to pay that back. The American people, we the only ones that's being taxed on the dollar, being taxed on our homes, being taxed on water, being taxed on air, being taxed on tax, being taxed on the roads. I could go down the list, homie. And it's passion in this. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, homie. I don't care if you are a Muslim. I don't care what you are. You are a black man first. And before that, you are American. Excuse me, man. I know I sound stomped up. I know. Listen. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But regardless if I'm under the weather or not, I got to bring the real, homie. I got to bring the real. Americans are slaves. Invisible slavery. Huh? Everybody right now is working extra hard. Everybody's feeling the squeeze. Everybody. Huh? I mean, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper to rap. And the reason why we feel the squeeze is because these people, these wars break out. And for some reason, American people are the only people in the world that work extra hard to send everybody else money, to rebuild everybody else's town. I don't care what's going on in Israel. I don't care, homie. War is war. But we don't need to be funding y'all war. So anytime Caucasian people want to get involved in something, you got to look. Caucasian people white people don't care. They're not nurturing. They're not going to go over there without a benefit. They're not going to go and get involved unless they're going to gain something. And who always ends up paying for it? The American people. Woo. See, before I go into this other angle, right? Black people, we used to be the slaves. And they had this whole system set up where we was doing the dirty work and we was getting ran over and we was getting taken advantage of. But white people have lost control of the wheel so much. White people, the government has sold out America so much that now everybody is put in the pot of the slave. Yeah. These people got y'all thinking they want y'all to think that they got it under control. But they lost control of the wheel a long time ago. Now, I just want to leave y'all with this last angle. I'm going to go live again tonight. Don't worry. I'm at the house. Y'all already know where I'm at. I'm crossing state lines at all times. That's why I got this cold, because I'm going all the way up to Iowa. It's wintertime in Iowa already. Trust me, when I get to Iowa, it's 49 degrees. Then I get back to Florida and it's 89 degrees. So it kind of throws me off a little bit. Don't trip. But I want to leave y'all with this. Now, I done already told y'all it's a war going on outside that no man is safe from. Salute, my G, right? And then I went into the angle of the American slave. The American slave, homie. Yeah, we are slaves. It used to be black people. White people, Caucasian people, the government has lost control of the wheel so much that everybody is paying up now. Huh? But let me leave you with this. When the powers that be, when the higher ups and the elites pull a play on y'all, when they pull a play, they have to put it right in front of your face. It's against universal law for them to lie to you, for them to pull a play on you and not give you the play before they pull it. So they find very, strategic and very, unique ways to pull these plays. So one thing we've been hearing about for the last 5 years is an alien invasion. Aliens are coming. An alien invasion is going to happen. And when they say alien invasion, they got everybody looking at the sky. Because when you hear the word alien, you know it has multiple meanings. But for the majority of people, they're looking for UFOs. They're looking at the sky. But I'm here to tell you, it's an alien invasion happening, and it's not going to come from the sky. Huh? Huh? It's a new voter class that's happening and being formed and being built right in front of your eyes. The alien invasion is not going to come from a UFO. It's not going to come from the skies. It's crossing American borders right now. See, they're not talking about, aliens from outer space. They're talking about illegal immigrants, illegal aliens. And Americans being invaded right now by illegal aliens. It's an alien invasion happening right now. Now, again, I've carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. So you ain't gonna hear nobody else on YouTube giving y'all the game like this. You ain't gonna hear nobody else on YouTube giving it to you raw like this. I don't come here to build a podcast, homie. I don't come here for the numbers. I come here to give you the game, and it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now again, they got everybody looking for UFOs, but nobody's looking at the American border. The alien invasion is happening right now. So where you going with this, Grown Man Business TV? Where you going with this? Okay, here we go. You got the Mexicans coming across the border. Oh, thousands and hundreds of thousands of Mexicans. But we don't see women and children coming across that border. We seeing illegal aliens between the ages of 20 and 32, strapping young men, and they're flooding New York City. They're flooding all these different cities that will allow them to come. An alien invasion. Huh? The Ukraine. Yeah, these white people, these Caucasians, the government, because I got to keep it real. The people that's doing it is white people that's in power. You understand me? The Ukraine and Russia, we don't hear about that. No, now we done gave them over $100 billion, and we don't hear anything about the Ukraine. When the last time you heard about the Russia and the Ukrainian war? When the last time you heard about it? Huh? So you got to understand, we done flooded hundreds and thousands of Ukrainians to the Americas. Oh, America is the only place in the world with open borders. The only place in the world where you could just step over the American border, get a check, get paid every week. They paying the Mexicans $2,000, $3,000 a week right now of tax-paying citizens' money. Huh? And that's what's about to happen again with Israel and Palestine. First they put a war right in front of your face. They say, hey, listen, American slaves, it's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever. And we're going to fund the war over there. You guys, don't you feel good? Aren't you happy? You get to go to work 8 to 9 to 10 hours a day. You get to make all the money, and then we're gonna take it and tax it, and we're gonna snatch up half of it. We're gonna put half of it in our pockets. We're gonna take the other half, and we're gonna fund all the illegal aliens. Oh, we told you aliens was coming. Now, we didn't say that there was gonna be Martians, did we? We didn't tell y'all they was coming from Saturn, did we? We told you it was going to be an alien invasion. Now, if you thought they were coming from Saturn, that's on you. But we was talking about the Mexicans. We was talking about the Ukrainians. We was talking about Israel and the Palestinian and all of these people that's going to come to the Americas. Oh, and don't you worry. Don't you dare worry. Because they're all young men, 18 to 32. And don't you worry about it. We're going to take care of them. We got them up in hotels in New York City. They got little cars. They got money. Yeah. Don't you worry. The alien invasion. See, See, again, you know, it's no other reason but for me to give y'all the real. These they got these refugee camps, these big tented areas that you think the illegal aliens is gonna go in. Nah, those tented areas, those refugee camps, those are set up for the American people. It's a reason why they're bringing all of these soldier-like aliens into America. It's an election coming up. And it's only going to get worse. Bruh, who cares about what's going on over there? Why do we care so much? Now, the American people, we got to get up. Hey, most of y'all got to get up tomorrow and go to work. You got mortgages to pay. You got car notes to pay. You got insurance to pay. You got taxes to pay. You got a grocery list to pay. You paying for everything. So we don't care about what's taking place over there. The American people, we don't give two fucks about what's taking place over there. But you know who cares? The government. These white Caucasian higher ups and elites, these reptilians, they care. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But this is not the land of the free. This is the land of the worker bee. You ever thought to yourself, why haven't those Saudis, them real rich oil-owning Saudis, why haven't they come together and say, you know what, America's in a crisis. We're going to put together about $5 trillion, and we're going to send it to the American people. Give them a nice stimulus check. Give all the American people $50,000. Let's get everybody on their feet. Let's stimulate the economy because, once we give them this $50,000 to $60,000, everybody's going to start buying up land. Everybody's going to start stimulating the economy. Huh? That's because they know something that we don't know. That's because they know something that you don't know. The Saudis would never put a care package together and send it to the Americas and help America out of debt. But for some reason, every time they show us a war, we funding it. This is not the land of the free. This is the land of the worker bee. You are a worker bee and you own nothing. Oh. Whew. Listen, to get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. That's a whole nother rabbit hole that I don't even think I'm going to go down right this second. Your money is taxed before you get it. They tax the money every time you spend it. Taxes on taxes on taxes on taxes. And then we take $100 billion and we send it to the Ukrainian people. And not only do we send it to them, but we give them refuge in America. These people are getting free money, free rent. Listen, you wouldn't believe how much money we're giving these people. So what you think gonna happen with these refugees over there? America is not the land of the free. It's the land of the worker bee, my G. You are a worker bee. I am a worker bee. I don't know. See, the problem is with me, the reason why I'm not in the algorithm, the reason why they keep an eye on my channel is because after I say all of this to y'all, my wheels start turning and I start thinking of a solution. I start thinking of a solution, and I'm going to tell you something. When a war breaks out over there in Israel, when a war breaks out over there in the Ukraine, these white people find money to send to them. So I'm thinking maybe it's time for that same thing to happen right here. I'm thinking in due time, they're setting the playing field for that very thing that happened right here. When they say illegal aliens, yeah, it's happening. It's really happening right now. Illegal aliens are crossing state lines. They're putting these illegal aliens in certain cities, in certain states. And when they pop off, those illegal aliens already know they are law enforcement. And they are going to force the law of the government of the United States. And that's going to be to herd y'all up into these prison camps. Whew. And if you ask me, right, my educated guess is it's going to start in New York City. New York City, I want to give y'all some advice. They setting y'all up. They setting New York City up to be the first domino to fall. That's why all of those Mexicans are in New York City, living for free, getting $2,000, $3,000 a week. That's why all of the immigrants, the Ukrainians, they're flooding New York City. Because they know that y'all ain't supposed to have no guns. So when they go down, the ones that do have guns, they're going to get rid of that. That flood that just took place in New York, they lining y'all up, homie. Y'all rat infested. That little bit of water had the subways down. Y'all couldn't even come outside with that little bit of rain. Maybe we should take some advice from what I see going over there in Israel and in Palestine and Gaza, whatever they got going on. I don't even get involved. I couldn't even tell. I don't care. But if you're looking at what happened with the Ukraine and all that and how everything is inflated because we done sent them $100 million and we got to pay that back, then this is going to go on top of that. It's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. I just wanted to get that out there. You know, salute to everybody in the chat. I'm going to go live again tonight. And I'll probably tap back in on this whole situation. But then, I got a few other things that we're going to definitely chop game about. It's so much deeper than rap, man. It's so much deeper than rap, my G. You know. Right in our face, exactly. They're lining it up. You got to understand something. The people that they got in office right now are the ones that they're going to use to line up that new world order. They got some competition. You know, you got Trump. You got a few other people that could fall in place. But I believe they're gonna make sure that catastrophic situations continue to happen to keep these people in office, to move in the new world order. Because again, let me ask you a question. Why are we so concerned about these people and what they doing? They going to war, then they going to war. I don't believe that it's a distraction. I believe that Sexy Red is a distraction. I believe that the City Girls dropping a new album this Friday called Raw, Real Ass Whores, is a distraction. I believe LeBron James, the whole NBA, the WNBA, the NFL, I believe Deion Sanders in college sports is all a distraction. I believe these are chess moves being put in place. I told y'all before, one thing for sure, two things for certain. The higher ups and the elites, they play chess at the highest level. Ukraine, a chess move being placed on the chessboard. Mexico, open borders, chess move being placed on it. It's a move right there. Now this situation with these people, another chess move being put in place. Now after these 2 or 3 chess moves, 4 chess moves, Mexico, the Ukraine, you feel what I'm saying, and what's going on now, and then on top of that, having open borders. That's 4 chess moves. Now we about 2 chess moves away from being checkmated. The American people are 2 chess moves away from being checkmated. The open borders was something that had it, bruh. That was a terrible move to keep them borders open. So now we got all of these Mexicans and all of these refugees coming across the border from everywhere. They being fed money. These are people that's going to affect the election. These are people that's a new voting class has been made. Yeah. All the way down to 9/11. All the way down to Pearl Harbor. The atomic bomb. All of these were chess moves. All of these were chess moves that were being played and done by the higher ups and the elites, and then they'll come down to the 85% of sheep in America and say, hey man, these were kamikaze planes. But y'all been getting calls for the last 2 months telling y'all that these planes was coming, and y'all let the planes come and y'all let them do Pearl Harbor so that y'all could y'all could pull at the heartstrings of the American people and we can go to war. Now the American people again, they got to tell us what's going on. They got to manipulate us so that we can give them the okay. I know it sounds crazy, but this is how the game works. We want that oil over there. It's oil over there, my G. Okay, how we going to... Well, listen, we can't just go in there. The American people ain't going to ride with us, and we going to get a lot of backlash if we just go up in there and we do what we like to do, and we like to take, we like to pillage, we like to delete, we like to get rid of people. Man, women, and child. We don't care. As long as we can get to that oil, we'll delete anything. But the American people ain't going to ride with that. Okay. Well, let's get a couple of their guys here. We're going to teach them how to fly a plane. We're going to put, pocket knives on them. And let's see what happens up in New York with them buildings. I guarantee you, after them buildings fall, the American people are going to push us in there to find weapons of mass destruction. Even though we never found weapons of mass destruction, we found hundreds of millions of tons and gallons of oil. You wouldn't believe how much oil. Oh yeah, we've been pumping oil. Yeah. Huh? All of a sudden we concerned about Russia and the Ukraine. And then right after that we hear nothing. Have you seen a building being built in the Ukraine? Have you seen any reproduction in the Ukraine with all that money we sent over there? Where is that $100 million? That $100 billion? We had the Ukrainian president walking through the White House, taking pictures with Joe Biden. Where is that guy at with that $100 billion? Huh? And again, you got to understand something. Okay. A lot of the American people is sheep, but you got some of them that's being woken up by the truth tellers. It's a handful of truth tellers. Grown Man Business TV. Like it or not, Hassan Campbell. Like it or not, it's a few dudes that's trying to give the real game up. Okay, well we gonna put them in submission. We about to check them right now. We ain't gonna checkmate just yet, but we about to check them. Give them another war. Let's get another war. Yo, they popping over there. Put that on CNN. Get the American people involved and get them invested in this war in the Ukraine or in Palestine or whatever whatever they got going on. Let's get the American people, let's pull at their heartstrings and let's get them invested in this war. And I wish I could show you, but it's every moment they on this thing. You should see the photos, what they showing right now.
Thanks so much for streaming with us as we continue to cover the very difficult and growing war between Israel and Hamas.
We don't give a fuck about what's going on with Israel and Hamas or whatever they got. We don't care, homie. But this is the propaganda that they gonna push to y'all. Yeah, give them another war. They ain't even asked no questions about the Ukraine. We still dividing up the $100 billion from the Ukraine. We getting our pockets nice and fat. We about to buy the rest of this farmland up. They ain't even asking about the Ukraine. Give them another. We about to hit them with another one. And little do they know, which they probably do, but it don't matter because they so used to being told what to do. They so used to falling in line that even this Israel and Hamas or whatever, they're gonna fund this one too. See, everybody ain't like me, homie. Like, what you gotta understand, and I tell my daughter this all the time. I make this shit look good, baby. I make it look easy. I do this. I do this. You understand? That's why dudes like Zippy and these other dudes, they don't understand. You know, you get credentials under your belt and you use them accordingly. You don't think a pot, you just want to start a pot. Listen, man, a lot of these, listen, man, that shit is a facade. You do that and you put credentials under your belt. You don't just start a podcast. You go get your CDL license. You go get this license. You go get that license. You go get this license. You go get that license. So I just make this shit look easy. But it's a lot of people that can't pay their bills right now. It's a lot of people that's struggling right now. It's a lot of people that been making money their whole life and they don't know what's going on because the ends ain't meeting up. Because everything is inflated. Because all of our tax money put together got to pay back the government that $100 billion. But what happens now when this so-called war that they got us, come on.
Palestinians there. We've seen tensions rising in the West Bank. Over 50 Palestinians killed.
We don't care, homie.
This all broke out.
We don't care. So what happens when after this is over and they fly the rest of the surviving Israel, Palestinian people over here to New York City where they put all you immigrants and foreigners, they put all of y'all in New York City. See, the majority of y'all in New York City, y'all are already foreigners. Y'all Africans and y'all all this X, Y, and Z. So y'all gonna all fit nice and neat up there. But what happens when y'all get up there? Now bread is $12 a damn slice. You can't even afford a metro ticket. You can't even afford a metro card because these people are living on the subway trains. They done raised up the prices. Then what? Then what? So I'm going to say this before I let y'all go. Back in the day, the American people was so much stronger, homie. We would go to war with each other if we had to. We would go to war. It'd be an internal war. The Civil War was an internal war. We gonna get this straight, man. We gonna get some straightening behind this.
So that was, I think at that point, it was all but certain that this ground operation was going to happen, and the IDF now confirming that a ground operation is just, going to be happening very soon.
Yeah, and those words very soon ring. And as the UN says more than 1 million people have been displaced in Gaza, and I want to get back to this hospital, 35,000 people.
Well, I say this, right?
In Gaza's main hospital alone, that one hospital. What are you hearing from your contacts on the ground?
I truly feel it's not going to be against each other. Oh, yes. Nail on the head. They're gonna paint the picture. They're gonna paint the propaganda. They're gonna make the narrative that they need to help this government and that government needs. Yes, they were in bed with the Ukraine. The American government was in bed with the Ukraine. That's why they brought the president of Ukraine over here, let him walk through the White House, let him do press conferences. Now we don't know where he at. He done got that $100 billion. He done broke bread. Everybody's pockets been greased up, and now we don't even know where he at. Ain't heard from him. So they're gonna make it look like, oh, we're helping these guys, and these guys, whoop, they're allies, and whoop. Nah, they all have a agenda against the American public. And it's slowly but surely coming this way. This way. Those people over there, they about to bring over here for refuge. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, my G. At all times. At all times. So it is absolutely government against the people. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, here in America, and only here in America, we have the right to rise up against a tyrant government. Huh? Let me say that again. In America, and only in America, we have the right to rise up against a tyrant government. And I'm going to tell you this, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I don't like everything about Florida, but you better know if it do pop off, Florida's going to ride. New York, y'all not going to ride. Y'all ain't even checked. One thing I don't like about one thing I don't like about what's going on in New York City is I don't even see anybody checking in to what's going on. Like, you got all of these immigrants walking around New York City with cards, yo, they got prepaid cards with 20, 10, $15,000 on it. They done saved up in the last 3 months, 2 months. Taking over y'all city. They about to take over all of that. And a lot of them are becoming, they have passed a law in some of these states where you don't have to be an American to become a police officer. See, it's right in front of your face. A lot of the times, though, it take Grown Man Business TV to break that down for you. I can't look past it. So now you got people that's not, you done passed a law that people that's not Americans can become police officers. That's why all them immigrants, them aliens is coming over here. That's why all the aliens is coming over here. So any of y'all in these Democratic states, because y'all don't like the Republicans, when it pop off, y'all gonna be looking for weapons. We got guns galore down here. When it pop off, they're gonna flood NYC and they're gonna make y'all use them illegal guns and they're gonna use that to delete whoever's using the illegal gun against them. You ain't supposed to have a gun anyway. Chicago, Chi-Town, they're gonna invade, they're gonna put y'all they're gonna put y'all in boot camps, and the illegal aliens is gonna live in y'all apartment. The illegal aliens is gonna live in y'all schools. That's why I don't mind being in the state. And salute to the homie Tati. She always talks about Florida, but you know, one thing about Florida is to stand your ground law. We all know, everybody in Florida know laws because that's what protects you down here. So yeah, we have the right as American people to rise up against a tyrant government, and it's not looking good for the government right now. Y'all looking real irate, untrustworthy. We don't care about the hostages. We don't care about what's going on over there. If it's war, lace up your boots and go to war. Let me ask you a question. When America had the Civil War, what other country put money together and supported us and said, hey, man, this is for y'all to rebuild America? Nobody. Because we understood when it's time to go to war, it's time to go to war. These people go to war and expect the Americans to come over there and save them. Yeah, I love Florida. Big guns. We at the gun show all the time. Shooting range all the time. Anything, when it do go down, it's going to happen in New York City first. It's going to happen in Chicago first. And it never trickles down to the South like that. We never bite the bait. We don't like it. Nah, not down here. See, Florida has returned, just like Texas, the wild, wild west. Oh, I love it. You don't need nothing to go get a chopper right now. You don't need nothing. All you need is an ID and the money. Listen, man, salute to everybody that's tapped into the channel. You already know how we do. Oh, I got plenty on my G. Mellow Fresh, you must be new to the channel, Mellow. I'm heavy. You know, the only thing I'd like to load up now is, one thing that I try to do every time I'm in town is I go get, 2-3 boxes of bullets. I'm starting to, I got a pretty big garage, so I'm starting to stock up on like certain foods. And the last but not least, I think next weekend, I'm going to go and buy a big ass generator. I saw this huge generator, and I'm gonna buy it. That should power up my whole house. That generator, I could plug so many plugs into that shit to have my whole house lit up. Rations, food rations. Like you got to understand what's about to happen. It's coming, G. It's coming. It's here. Matter of fact, it's not coming. It's here already. They got us in a corner. We 2 steps from being checkmated. They laugh. And when you get that guy in the corner, you get that king nice. You get that king pushed in the corner. You got the queen running wild, or you done took the queen off the board and the king don't know what to do. And you got 2 queens now and you swinging them around. That's how they looking at us. We got the American people in the chokehold, baby.
Focused on these Americans missing in Gaza right now.
Now listen, I ain't no different. I play in the same matrix that y'all play in. The only difference between me and a lot of y'all is my third eye is open. My smoking mirrors is right there. The red line, the red flags is all over the field. They right there, and I can see it, and I can articulate myself. I don't have to do a lot of cursing. I don't have to go crazy on it. I want to sometimes, but I want these videos to be monetized as well. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Yeah, we buy up all. Florida's a wild, wild west state. Texas, a wild, wild west state. It just is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You understand? So, the narrative that they paint. Who's going to pay for this? We going to pay for this. We already paying big time. Fuck is the money at, dog? Salute, my G's. Listen, man, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. Hold on. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So, yeah, I just had to get that off my chest, man. We don't care. We don't give a fuck about what's going on over there. We don't care about your war. I got a taste for cake, man. And I like my cake with the Ooh. I like my cake with the whipped cream icing on it. Shit is crazy. Yeah. Listen, man. I'm gonna chill out for a little bit. Handle some business. Make some things jump. And then I'm gonna take a nap so that I'm recharged for the night. We're gonna go live again tonight. Yeah, man. And again, I hear a lot of people, I've been seeing a lot of people do they videos about it. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. I've been getting, clips about this. I was on the road. I've been getting clips about this whole situation, and nobody's talking about the tax-paying dollars. Nobody's putting 2 and 2 together that the American people are really slaves, my G's. We are the American slaves, my G's. This is not the land of the free. This is the land of the slaves. This is the land of the working bees. And see, back in the day, black people were slaves. Back in the day, it really didn't affect anybody else. But now when I look at it, everybody's a slave. Every American that pays taxes is a slave. You work hard for your money. You go to work, you do your job, you deal with whatever you got to deal with to get your check every week. And when you get your check, they done already took $200, $300 out of it for taxes. And they done increased it because they want to give these people, more money for this holy war. You feel me? Then they tax you at the gas station. They tax you when you buy food. So the money done already been taxed. Why are we paying taxes on everything else when we done already got our money taxed before you got it? You understand what I'm saying? So you got to really see what's going on. So they done taxed the money before we got it. Then they tax us for air. They tax us for water. They tax us for food. They tax us for gas. They tax us with tolls. Like, this shit is ridiculous, man. Shit is out of pocket, bro. So salute to everybody in the chat and Aboriginal man. Salute to everybody that falls under my voice. Anytime you see a war on your TV screen, anytime you scroll past CNN or Fox News or your local news and they talking about a war, I want you to automatically know to yourself, oh, they trying to get some money for something. How would this just happen? Shit just happened today. They couldn't have did this next year. They couldn't have did this early. This all popped off just like that. Listen. Me personally, I don't support either. I don't care, bro. Whoever felt like the land is theirs and they retaliating for whatever they did, salute to them. You understand? Maybe the American people, maybe blacks in America, take a note out of their book and say, listen, our ancestors was harmed as well. Our ancestors had land. Our ancestors had wealth. Our ancestors was trying to give us generational wealth, and they took all of that. Maybe we should do the same thing they doing. But who I'm riding with, I'm not riding with either. Listen, I'm not a Muslim, homie. I like to leave that to Zippy with the Drippy and Haas and all them. I'm not into that. I'm an American Negro. I'm FBA. I'm a foundational Black American. You understand? I'm Blackfoot. Yeah. I'm a native to this land right here. So whatever y'all got going on over there, I never really understood how black men turn Muslim anyway. Because when you go to these foreign countries where these other Muslims is at, they might let you walk around the little thing and do your prayers and your shahada or whatever you got going on for the day, but they don't respect your culture as a black Muslim. They don't respect your culture as a black Muslim. You know, when you dig into the whole Muslim, when you get deep into that, they don't rock with black people, homie. So with that religion, the whole Muslim thing, I'm not into that. I'm into FBA. I'm foundational Black American. We ain't going back to Africa. This our land right here. I'm into that. So I don't agree with either side. I'm not riding with either side. It don't matter to me. If one of the sides, if the Palestine wanted war, then they started a war. If Israel wanted a war, this what they get in a war. You know what come with that? You know what come with war? Being deleted. Snipers. Men, women, and children. Nobody's safe, son. It's a war going on outside. Nobody is safe from. That's what I think of when I think of war. That's it. Now let me ask you a question. Unknown. Let me ask you a question. If black people in America, black Muslims, black people, period, FBA, black Muslims, Israelite, whatever. If black people in America went to war right now with the government, if black people in America did the exact same thing that they doing over there, do you think they would care? Do you think that Israel would care and say, yo, the black people in America are doing this, let's help them? Yo, the African Americans in America are rebelling against the government, let's help them. So that's one thing I recognize about my people as well. They always trick us into caring about what they got going on. If it's in the Ukraine, if it's in Russia, if it's in Israel, if it's in Palestine, they always trick us with the CNN. They always trick us with the narrative and the propaganda to somehow feel like we should feel sorry for them. But when the shit is happening to us, nobody is around. When we getting smoked and we getting deleted in America, nobody is caring. Nobody is saying anything. But as soon as they start getting smoked, we supposed to care. No. They've been locking our people up in chains and putting our babies and putting our people in cages for hundreds of years. But as soon as the Mexicans start getting put in cages at the border, we supposed to care. No. No. We've been getting deleted. We've been fighting with the government. We've been trying to get laws passed. We've been going through it in America for hundreds of years. And not one Palestinian, not one Palestine, not one Israelite, not one of them. Not one of them gave nothing. So when you ask me, I'm not riding with nobody. I don't side with nobody. If you want my opinion, it's time to go to war. Whoever's riding or who, lace up your boots. You in Israel, you in Palestine, you in Gaza right now, lace up your boots. Time to go to war. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Nobody rides with FBA. Nobody rides with black people, but we always supposed to ride with them. Not happening, homie. Listen, y'all going to war, we going to watch y'all go to war. Somebody got to win and somebody got to lose, but I'm going to keep my dollars in my pocket. Huh? While y'all worrying about who and who you riding with and who you siding with, again, I told y'all it's an alien invasion happening in America right now, and they got y'all looking at Palestine. They got y'all looking at Palestine. They got y'all looking in the sky. They got y'all looking at Israel. They got y'all looking at the Palestine, and it's an American, it's an invasion. It's an illegal alien invasion happening right on this soil. Is you ready for war or not? Is you ready for war? So don't ask me who I'm siding with. I'm siding with black people, homie. That's who I'm riding with. My people. And I ain't talking about Africans. I'm talking about black people, homie. Americans. I'm riding with Americans. I'm riding with black people first, then I'm riding with Americans second. You gonna get down or you gonna lay down, and if you lay down, you gonna stay down. So that's why I came to this live. That's why I came to the tube. We not worried. They don't fall for the trick. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Don't fall for the smoke and mirrors. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. We already funded the war in Ukraine. Now what we gonna do? Save these people too? We're gonna give them refuge in America too? Crazy. I might run for, listen, man. Grown Man Business TV is running for president 2024. I said it. Yeah. Grown Man Business TV is running for president in 2024. If you want the real, if you want to, listen, it's a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it. Grown Man Business TV running for president 2024. We going to close the borders off. We going to keep everything in-house. We're going to open up the factories. We're going to start making all of our own stuff. We're going to give American people the jobs. We're going to give American people the jobs. We're going to start, listen, all the farmland that China owns, we taking that. We confiscating that. Y'all don't own that no more. That's back to being American land and American farming. We about to take it to we about to do that. Grown Man Business is running for president in 2024. We closing the borders off. Yes, go to war. But don't look at America to fund it. Don't look at America to tax our people to help y'all. We not doing it. Yo, all of these cameras is over there. They got 1,000 CNN cameras over there recording right now. But we don't know where that $100 billion went in the Ukraine. Grown man business TV for president. Yeah. That's how I'm feeling, man. Shit ain't rocket science. It ain't hard, man. Easy money, easy work. So we're going to open the farmlands back up. We're going to put all the farmers back in position. We're going to take some of that money from the Ukraine. We're going to give it to the farmers. We're going to take some of that money from the Ukraine. We're going to put it in the hands of the American people. We're going to stimulate the economy. Huh? We got the big guns over here. You want war? You don't want war with America. So Palestine and Israel, fight it out, man. Y'all fight it out, man. Y'all fight it out, homie. Y'all let us know who win, and we'll go from there. But for right now, we don't care, man. Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. If your people over here want to get flown, we'll fly y'all over there, and you can stay your ass over there. Simple and plain. This is America. This is America. We're going to open the factories. We're going to start producing our own shit. I'm sure we got guys in America that know how to make these Jordans. We don't have to outsource. We don't have to outsource anymore. We can make all that shit right here on our land. We don't need y'all anymore. Any black person in America, reparations is coming. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. $5 million to every black American. $5 million to every black person. And you got 4 kids, that's $20 million. That's $5 million a piece for each kid. $10 million a piece for each adult in the household. We're going to set all this shit straight, homie. There will be no wealth gap anymore. Because we're gonna listen, all the wealth that white people took from black people, we're gonna straighten that out. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. What the fuck is we talking about? We're gonna give America, we're gonna close off the borders. Listen, homie. Listen. We're gonna do a very strict combing of this American soil. Your papers better be right. Your ass going back wherever you came from. You're going back wherever you came from, and we'll start over. We'll start the process. I'm sure it's a 2, 3 year, 4 year process for you to become a citizen. Your ass just won't be a citizen crossing our state lines. Not happening. Not happening. America first, man. So I don't feel no way. I'm not riding with either one. I'm not a Muslim, homie. Leave that shit to Zippy with the Drippy and Hassan Campbell and all of these other Muslims making salat every goddamn day and talk about Inshallah. Nigga talking about Inshallah. Nigga, you don't know. Y'all ain't a part of that. Y'all ain't a part of that. Yeah, you a black man, homie. You a black man talking about Inshallah. But those Inshallahs ain't gonna help you when the police got a foot in your ass, is they? Huh? Those Inshallahs ain't helping y'all get out those project buildings, them pissy hallways up in New York City, them dirty ass, bro, what? Them dirty ass row homes y'all live in. Ain't no Inshallah helping that. Grown man business TV for motherfucking president. Feeling like Ye right now. I'm feeling like Yeezy. And anybody can run for this shit. You don't need no credentials to run for the president of the United States of America. Yeah. We not connected to no religion. I'm sorry to tell you, Zippy, Hassan Campbell, all of the Muslims, I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you are no religion. There is no religion attached to us. We are on a higher plane than religion, homie. They got you trapped in a box, praying 5 times a day, talking about Muhammad this and talking about Muhammad that and reading it and repeating all this shit out of a Quran or something like that. We on a higher plane, homie. We on a higher frequency. The fact that they got y'all reading those books, the fact that they got y'all repeating that bullshit, keep y'all in the box. It keep y'all from reaching your full potential. Do you understand? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? What do I care about that? I don't care. War is war. You can't have, listen. You can't have peace without violence. You can't have love without, You can't have life without deletion. This shit is natural process. So whatever they doing over there, let them do it. We don't need to have no part to this shit. We don't need to be involved with it. Listen, let us know who win and we'll see what we can do. When you look at it like that, when you listen to the propaganda they saying through this TV right now, when you listen to the narrative that they're painting, you start to see and understand this is all for show. Nobody's talking about Hawaii now. So all the billionaires and all the higher ups and the elites that was plotting on that land in Hawaii, they doing that shit freely now. They ain't got to worry about y'all no more. They don't need donations from y'all no more. Look over there at Palestine and Israel and pay attention to them. Because we're gonna take this land. The people in Hawaii, they poor. We're gonna relocate them. We're gonna push them over there near the volcano. Hopefully, we're gonna push them near the volcano. But this waterfront property, whoop, I got 100 acres for 70,000. Yeah. Now, you know, what you believe is a what people don't understand is whatever you believe in, that's a personal decision. That's a personal relationship. And when they started making y'all think that it need to be a group of y'all, y'all need to go to church, or y'all need to pray and make salat together and pray 5 times a day, and y'all need to do these certain rules. That's where they smoked y'all at. That's where they smoked your brain cells at. You believe in a higher power, cool. That is a personal relationship between you and him, and that has nothing to do with anybody else, and we don't need to debate about it. If that's what you believe in, then believe in it. I'm spiritual. I believe in the laws of nature. That's what I believe in. I believe that Mother Nature is God. I believe that the universe. I believe in the cosmos. That's what I believe in. I don't necessarily believe that anything that a human being, a man, flawed and all, wrote into a book is credible. I believe that God is in me. I create my own reality. I don't have to talk to him or his son to get things done. Yeah. Nah. Yeah, back in those days of Jesus, it was a lot of sorcery going on. It was a lot of, black magic. It was a lot of things that people were able to learn, that they could present to you and make you think they were Jesus. It was a lot of people that was able to do and heal and do certain things that he was doing. Again, even with that, homie, like, I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about women coming from our rib. You know that we are top of the food chain. There are animals in this world that don't need men to reproduce. So if there are animals in this world that don't need men to reproduce, and the black woman has the Eve gene, the black woman is the only woman on this earth that has a gene in her DNA that she can create any and every other race of people. I almost believe that in the very beginning it was black women, and they were, able to become pregnant naturally on their own without men. And then they created man. And then man got involved and they morphed and warped into what they are now when needing the semen. But I don't know how I feel about them coming from us. I think that I believe that women that are in tune with being women, women that are really women and they are in tune with being women, are way more powerful than men. The ways of man have dumbed women down. The ways of man have taken a lot of the superpowers that real women have and diluted it. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now listen, man, it's a lot of game right there. That's a lot of G right there. I really just had to give that up. Watch these black men say they are Muslim, and the real Muslims don't even fuck with black people. They won't allow you over there. They don't accept your culture over there. If you are Muslim and you are a black Muslim in America, all the things the Muslims been going through in America, why haven't those Muslims from over there in Palestine or Israel, why haven't they come over here to help y'all? Why haven't they sent funding over here and said, this is for our Muslim black brothers in America? Why haven't they helped y'all? Because you are not a part of that. It's a spiritual war going on right now. It's a spiritual war going on right now. And you either going to be on the side of good or evil. And even if you're on the side of good, some of the things that's going to have to take place is going to look evil. You're gonna because a lot of everybody's so brainwashed. Things God didn't like what was if you want to go by the book, the Bible. Jesus wasn't some nice frolicky guy that rode on a white horse and was nice to everybody. Jesus was somebody that was bringing the word of God, and if you went against it, he executed you, man, women, and child. When they was praising that golden calf and Moses came down with those tablets, God said, I'm wiping everybody out. We're going to start fresh. Keep the babies. We're wiping everybody out. When Moses was going against the Pharaoh, God said, don't trip. Put that blood over your doors, your front door, and if you don't, I'm taking your firstborn. Jesus and God and them, they was executing shit. They was killing. So you're going to be on the side of good or evil. And sometimes the side of good got to say, we don't care about what's going on in Israel. Y'all want to go to war, then go to war. We'll see y'all after the war's over. But we not helping nobody but our people. Is what it is, and it'll be what's gonna be. Salute to everybody that's tapped in. You already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. Listen, keep your notifications on. I'm gonna get some rest, and I'm gonna double back in a few hours, and we gonna go live again. I'm back at the big house. You already know how we give it up. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Big salute to everybody that's in the chat. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all hit the like button. All of that. You understand what I'm saying? And it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Gang.